Why do some players get recruited and some players don't ever even get noticed despite being really good? There are typically three reasons why some players get recruited and those that don't. And then there's a fourth one that's kind of a bonus that I'll explain at the end of the video that will make sense after you hear the first three. So the first reason usually is that the players only focus on Division One for the majority of their recruiting process. The reason this is a problem is because you may be Division One level, but as you get significant or minimal interest from Division One schools, they will eventually ask you, how's the process going? Who else are you talking to? And because you're only focusing on Division One, you may say, well, I've had a couple emails here, or, this other coach asked about me. And the college coach who is interested in you will be like, well, okay, good to know. And they won't say anything to your face. And they'll be like, look, this kid clearly is not being recruited that many other people. I have time and I'll worry about him or her later. Or, they're not really that good. I thought they were better. I just happened to see them play good at one game or something. If the other coaches aren't interested, I'm going to move on. So because of that, you put yourself in a real pickle because you don't have other interests from other schools. Versus had you had interest from Division 3s and Division 2s and other Division 1s, and you say, hey, I've had 5 phone calls and Zoom meetings and visits, the coach is like, yeah, okay, I knew you were really good. I just want to make sure I want you too. And there's the typical emotional, psychological aspect of everybody wants what other people have. So by being wanted, it makes you more attractive. Number 2 is most of the time you guys stop following up. So by say the first month or first camp, you send an email or a video and you get some interest, and then you go, well, I haven't heard from them since, and you don't know how to follow up. This is when you need every touch videos. Every touch videos will change your life, and you have to make multiple of them. Now, these every touch videos are not only every moment you touch the ball, but it can include defensive moments, can include moments you've lost the ball. It's supposed to be a spark notes of a full game because the coach don't have time to watch a full game, but they do, once they like you, have time to watch 3 to 4 minutes of you playing in a full game. So they really get an understanding of what you're like defensively, what you're like going forward, and eventually your personality. Number 3 is that you're not willing to go to ID camps, or you're not willing to go to multiple ID camps. For some of you or students I've spoken to, they'll say, I don't really need to go to that ID camp. I'm good enough for the team. It's not about your opinion. Your opinion is nothing. It means literally nothing. All that matters is the college coach is seeing you in person multiple times over. So if you want to play college soccer and you're not getting responses, then you have to go to ID camps. Now, going to individual ID camps is typically the best move, especially if you have genuine interest. Otherwise, you can go to some mass ID camps, and there are some that are better than others. Now, the fourth thing I wanted to explain that now will kind of make sense is if you have genuine interest, you're open to emailing Division 2s and Division 3s, and you've gone to ID camps, then you get to start asking some more serious questions because you're willing to quote unquote lose the school in order to ask the harder questions. So if you asked a question like, are you still considering me for the class of XYZ, and you had no other interest and they say no, then you have nowhere to go and you're in a little bit of trouble. Versus you probably should have just emailed them, hey, I'm following up, here's some video, trying to convince them to like you still. On the flip side, if you already have interest and you're moving away in this process, then you can say to a school, I have interest from XYZ, I still really like your school, may I ask where I stand in your process? And now you've done 2 things. You've complimented them because you're saying, I really like your school more than these other schools, and you're also telling them without being braggadocious, hey, I have other interests from other schools, but I really want your school. Then the coaches are much more likely to respond faster and quicker because they know there's a deadline approaching where you will have to make some decision, and so will they. And then you'll get a lot more interest. And then the last thing is I just want to show you what it looks like to work with me if it's something you'd like to do. When I work with students, there's a couple different things we do. The first one is everybody gets a Google Drive. So this is like one of our students right now. This is a girl, and as we're working with them, we make a note of their D1 schools, and we make categories for like which ones are more realistic for them, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and then we'll go into their document and we give you a to-do list. So like we record every meeting we have with our students. She doesn't meet with me. She meets with one of her coaches. Her coach, as it happened, is a former college soccer player and has been through this process and has been trained by me. And so we know what to do as we do this. Like they just met April 1st, that was 5 days ago, and we're getting started with the next things we need to do for follow-up, etc., for camps that are coming up for this summer. And then after that, you will start following up and emailing, and we have this really cool email system where you can basically automatically do this. It will log into your own email account, which makes it particularly special. Then you can press select all, click write emails, go dear #coach #genuine, and then you can go #school name, and it will automatically put the coach's name, write something genuine, and follow up. So let's pretend instead you made the genuine, which we can teach you how to do, your every touch video, which was recent. You could then go to a certain amount of coaches, whoever you selected. Hey, coach, you could say something like this. You'd go, dear coach, I just wanted to update you with a new video. Are you still looking for for the class of or I have other offers, where do you stand in the process? Here is a new video, and boom, you say it, and you can send it to everybody. And boom, they see your every touch video. They know you have other offers, and it's genuine because it puts the coach's name in there. So we can email the teams really quickly, really aggressively, consistently all the time, which is really cool. And then it will automatically take those responses you receive and you can label them. So let's say you get emails back, which if you work with us, we hope that you get emails back within like 3 months from a school you actually want to go to. You will automatically say, this was a generic email. This was a mass email that we just sent out. This was a genuine email that you just received. And then we can then find out what camps we've been invited to and decide what camps we want to go to. If you'd like to work with me, if you go to this website, csgprograms.org, and then you go to call it this right here, you can then purchase the AI system. The AI tool also has this little robot, and you can ask it like, when are the ID camps? You can say, how do I respond to emails? It will know how to do it for you. It's been trained by me. It's basically my AI, as if I was cloning myself. So with our students, they can ask questions a lot faster. If you'd like more help playing college soccer, give me a call. Links in the bio. And don't forget to like and subscribe because it allows me to keep making these videos for you guys. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.